The pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up third down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Carson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 20 and a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Johnson, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now...
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go. 36, 36. Snickers, 66. 57.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
180. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 54 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. And he'll make it across the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get a field goal. No. Scott back there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He got his man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He hits his running back, Procise. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
You and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. To try again after the sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Escaping the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On first down, it's Samuels. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for James Conner. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. Black 20. Not today, Not today.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All right, now, Black 20. 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. 50. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Black and burn.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes right side. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Like 80! Let's go! Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Back to the air. Roethlisberger after the pick 6. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. They were looking for Johnson that time. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Got it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
And now here is another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 57's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Flush to his right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check nine, check nine. Hey, 0-0-0.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.